Hey there to all the parents out there. I've been getting asked some questions. What can I do with my kids at home? And rather than just playing flashcards and working on the worksheets that are being sent out, looking to share some ideas with you and how you can turn some of the games that you might have in your game closet into some math games. And also just bringing attention to some of those games in your game closet that are already good math games. But today we're going to play Don't Break the Ice. I don't know about you, but it's one of my least favorite games in our game closet, but it's my favorite. I know, it is one of the favorites, and it did not make the cut to the Goodwill pile out of our game closet. But good thing it didn't, because we were able to turn it into a math game. So we're going to share that with you today. So the first thing that we did was we took each block of ice in the game and we put numbers, just random numbers. We chose to do the numbers, kind of any number from 8 to 40 in here, because Drew right now is working on just refining his strategies for adding and subtracting with some single digit and double digit numbers. So the dice that we're going to use for this game are 20-sided dice, so that he can work on adding and subtracting with those numbers from 1 to 20. But other suggestions that you have for some of your younger kids, you can put numbers, and it's okay if they repeat, any numbers from 1 to 10 or 1 to 20, and then you would just use just various dice. So if you have 9-sided dice, you can use 9-sided dice. If you just have the regular standard 6-sided dice, putting numbers 1 to 12 on here, or even working with 3 add-ins, so using 3 dice. So then you can increase the number range of the numbers that you're working with on your ace cubes. Okay. Also a great game for your older kids. And you can work with all of them at the same time and make it a family game, but they can work on multiplication and division. So again, using the 20-sided dice if they're working on multiplication with larger numbers, or multiplication with the 9-sided dice, or even just multiplication with the 6-sided dice. So just find different ways to generate math equations for them to use. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're just gonna work on addition and subtraction. Maybe Mom might slip in some multiplication in there, okay? Because that's something I'm working on, right? All right, so, careful. Sorry, little guy goes in the middle here, but we don't want to push him all the way in there. All right, okay. So Drew, you can go first. Go ahead and give those dice a roll. So what did you roll?
19 and 1.
19 and 1. So,
which would make 20.
If you added, but if you wanted to subtract, what would that make?
18.
18. So you can choose if you're going to add or subtract your dice. And it also depends on what number you want to look for on the dice. So if you didn't want to have to hit the 20, then you might choose to subtract them and choose to hit the 18. So you're going to add them and you're going for the 20. All right, go for it.
I did.
Okay. All right. And then what happens if I roll and my number's not there? Well, I can either look for a different number I can make with those dice, or I just lose my turn. All right. So I got 17 and 13. I got 17 and 13. So 30. I'm going to choose to add them. So 17 plus 13 is 30. Parents, one thing to really make sure that you're doing is kind of listening to the thinking that your kids are doing right now. They have such amazing ways to work with these numbers, even beyond what we're used to. So Drew, you knew 13 and 17 was 30. How did you know that so fast?
Because the 10 and 10 make 20, and then 3 and 7 make 10.
Oh, so then you put all those 10s together. Awesome. You know, I did it a little different. I took 17, and I know 17 and 3 is 20, and then 20 and 10 is 30. Do both ways work?
Yeah.
Could I go 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23? Yeah. I could. Why didn't you do that?
Because that would take like a slow way.
It takes a lot of time. But if some kids have to do that, is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're just looking for ways to be a little more efficient in your math? Yeah.
13 and 1.
13 and 1, are you going to add or are you going to subtract?
Let me see. Subtract.
Subtract, so what is that going to be? Oh,
Well,
why'd you pick that one?
because if I do 14, oh, I can do both.
Well, no, but yeah, was that one already kind of loose? Yeah, so there's some strategy here. All right, oh, I got 7 and 3.
10,
So
10.
you're going to add, but I know some multiplication, so if we have some kids that are working with multiplication, you can definitely do that. 7 times 3 is 21. So I'm going to knock out the 21. And it's okay if you don't know multiplication.
Did 20 and 8. But this one's loose.
Oh, what's another? So you're hoping for 20 and 8. Are there other ways that you could get a way to make 28?
18 and 10.
You could get an 18 and 10. Yeah. Let's see what you get.
15 and 6.
15 and 6. What is that?
21.
Oh, but what did I just knock out?
21.
I just knocked out a 21. Is there a different?
I can subtract 6 from 15.
You could. How are you
Which
going
is
to do that?
9.
How did you know it was 9?
Because if it was 15 minus 5, that would equal 10. But if you add one more to the 5 minus 6.
Okay. So if you took away 5, that would be
9.
10, but you had to take one more away. So that was 9.
9.
That's
That
good
is 9.
thinking. I like that thinking. Guess what?
What?
So we had extra cubes of dice that we put extra numbers on.
We
So
don't
not
have a 9.
all of the numbers are on here. So unfortunately, we don't have a 9.
7 times.
You can multiply, but that's way bigger. All right. So he loses his turn just this time. But sometimes that might work out to your advantage because sometimes you don't want to have to knock out a cube of dice. So, all right. Well, we'll continue to play this game to see who wins. Enjoy. If you have Don't Break the Ice at home, turn it into a math game and have some fun with it. All right. Thanks, all.
Bye-bye.